Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and other friends who are gender non-conforming out there. It is Hope Love, me, of course, coming back to you with the next talk about time management and the arts and life in general. So, yesterday we really did, or on the last episode, or whatever this is for you, we recognized that we need time management in our lives because, well, growth keeps moving, and we know that. But we also recognize that we have to get our best work out. Now, today we're really actually going to hone in on the fact of why we need time management and how we can make it work with the audience and how we will make it work with anything we're doing. Time management, as we all know, is something that we have to do because of the way our society works. And we do it this way so then things keep moving forward, because life is always going to keep moving. It's going to keep going, and you cannot stop that. We always have to move forward, and if we don't make a schedule and we don't put ourselves to some type of standard, we will never move forward. We will always be in that one place. To make your dream a reality, or your vision and goal in life, you have to keep moving forward. And that's the whole thing. Time keeps moving forward, and if you learn how to manage it, works into that in the arts and just anything, you will eventually learn how to move with it. But how do we exactly do this, How do we get the things we want in our lives done? It's all about motives. Like we talked about the other day, and POV. Motives are the reasons why behind everything. Your reason is your fuel, your gas. It's your life. It is your absolute everything. And if that reason isn't enough to push you forward by itself, without you even diving in to why your reason is that, to your motive behind the motive, if that can't be itself alone, then you have to realize that maybe you're not doing the thing you want to do, that maybe you're not satisfied because it's not what you want to do in life. It's not your goal. It's not your dream. I mean, sure, you've done it. You may be good at it. You may like it. But if you're not enjoying it, something's missing, and you've got to find that. And that's my whole life thing. The reason why I give the advice to any young YouTuber or creator or just person I find out there to keep going, keep moving, keep fighting, and to upload on a consistent basis, it's not just to gain fans and have people who are like, oh wow, I really like their content, you know, and have people who see the video and they like it, but then see this other video and they don't like it, but they like this one, that one, and they're like, oh yeah, I like these. I mean, yes, having tons of content and doing it over time and having that person watch you is how you gain people liking you, because that's just how you build friendship anyway. But you also doing that repetition, it not only reveals your motives and your reasons why, but it makes you faster and better at it every time. And every time you get better at it, you can upload more, and you can do this, and you can do that, and you can be happier, and you can be like this, and you can do even cooler things. You can start doing more things. If we can have time management work like that for us, then we will start learning how to cut ourselves a break, to draw the line on when we're tired, because we will know when we are tired. We will start to understand when we're tired, and we can see that our tiredness, our loss of energy, and our train of focus, it will reflect in how good or how bad the work is. Now, I'm not going to lie to you or anyone else out there and say that, you know, everything you have to put out there needs to be your best work, okay? Because everything you put out there is not always going to be your best work, and that's just a fact of life. We all know that. But I will tell you that if you always get 110%, 150% into everything you're doing, your reasoning for doing it, your motive for doing it, it's strong, it's satisfying you, and you love it. And not only that, but you will be able to recognize when you are making mistakes faster. Like, for example, with just my channel. When I started this channel, wow, literally in the spring, I had gone pretty far. I'd made an edit every single day. Yes, I got stressed when I was doing it, of course, because this has to be like this and that has to be like that. But I really had a vision for it, and putting them together just made me happy. Now, my edits and my editing skills have grown better and more sophisticated, but I will tell you straight up that sometimes my picture edits are better than some video edits. Sometimes my video edits are better than some picture edits of mine. And I can look at each one, tell you on which day I made it, and why it sucked. And why this is like this and why it doesn't look as good. I can tell you right now, the only real way I learned that was from the repetition, guys. From the constantly doing it over and over again and knowing how it should feel, and that what it was feeling like that day was wrong, and what I did that day was wrong. And learning to sit with our work is going to make it become better. Okay? You know, I have to be honest. When I started out doing YouTube and comic dubbing too, I did a comic and an edit every single day. Now, those edits that I was doing every single day were really good, and so were the comics. And I started doing them every other day as we got into the end of summer. But I'll tell you why I had better edits, a lot more better edits, all racked up in that small little time period. The reason is because I had more time. I mean, mentally, I had more time because I wasn't going to school, or we weren't back into the cheer season quite yet, and I was staying home, and I was doing this, and I was doing something I loved. So for me, it was like, yeah, I got all the time in the world. And when that's your mindset, you can get anything done. We have to be able to learn to sit with our work and get lost. Because trust me, when you get lost in your work, when you get lost in what you're doing, and not like lost, but into it, and nothing else matters. The world revolving, time, it has no bounds on you. You are limitless. You must learn how to become limitless with our work. We have to know how not to beat ourselves up about it, because you will get better things out of you. And your views, your people, your followers, whoever, your friends and family around you, they will look at you as an example and as a role model for things that you share in common, but not only that, for how you always get out your best work, and not like this and that, but how you take your time and you give your all. I'm not gonna lie, in this big crazy world, I'm gonna tell you, not every edit and not every comic dub is going to be as good as the next one, but that's because you got better, or you have more time. You gotta learn how to give yourself the time before you can manage the time. Take a couple deep breaths and just let that sit with you.